Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Corin, and I decided for my first video I would go over a character from a game that is absolutely being talked about on every bit of social media and YouTube ever. Every song cover I see, every post I see, it's all talking about Undertale. And so I decided for my first character review on Undertale, I would look at a very popular, very mysterious character who is Undyne, the Undying. She's the quirky palace guard that you meet fairly early in the game, and she is one of the most different characters based on how you play that you will come into contact with. Undyne is a very mysterious character who you, of course, first hear about from Papyrus, who tells you that that is who is training him to become a palace guard. And the longer you play, the more Undyne starts to follow you and stalk you and throw spears at you, until eventually one of three things can happen. If you're going the pacifist route, then Undyne eventually fights you, and you work as hard as you can, and you spare Undyne, and she compares you to Asgore, which is very interesting because Asgore is a very mysterious character, and total spoiler alert here, the main villain that you're trying to face. And so she compares you to Asgore, and if you are doing the absolute pacifist route and have not killed anyone, then you get the opportunity to make her your friend, but you can't do it any other route, as she will not be a friend to a murderer. So you get invited back to her house by Papyrus, and you meet, and she decides that you guys, after Papyrus rudely challenges her, that you guys are going to become besties. And so she absolutely becomes your friend. You start helping her out with her love life. I'm not going to spoil any of that. And she becomes a huge asset to you for the rest of the game. If you're on the neutral route, whether you decide to spare her or kill her, you really don't see her for the rest of the game because, as I said earlier, she refuses to be friends with a murderer. But even in this route, you do notice she's very mysterious and obviously very powerful, as it is the first very difficult battle that you come across. Finally, the genocide route. This, she becomes absolutely furious, and she steps in to protect Alphys when you immediately kill her in one hit, as most of the boss battles to this point in the game have gone. Unfortunately, after that one hit, she, becoming one of the only characters who can do this other than you and Flowey, exhibits determination. And while she is fading away, she decides that she is determined enough to protect all of her friends and all of the other monsters that dwell underground. And she becomes her ultimate form, Undyne the Undying, where she loses her eye patch that everyone has grown so attached to, and becomes an incredibly fierce warrior, one of two major battles in the genocide route. If you can manage to beat this battle, which is no easy task at all, then you will kill her and leave feeling really, really guilty about it. She, being one of the most mysterious characters, has a lot of questions about her. For example, where she got the eye patch, or why she is a fish thing with hair. And I can honestly say, I don't know. But obviously, the eye patch is a battle scar that meant something to her, as her Undying form has a huge spear shooting out of it, and it makes her look much more formidable than she had before. So, next time you're doing a playthrough of the game, keep your eye out for this very mysterious, very cool character. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as this is my first video, and I will be putting out more as soon as possible.